Okay, so I can see some errors, some little red lines. If we take a look at our Unity, it's saying cannot implicitly convert type integer to bool. Okay, so what I forgot to do was set these private bools back to integers. Alright, that's the reason. So obviously we're converting these to integers, so we just have to type int on all of these, and that will obviously fix the issue. Great. Okay, so now now that is fixed, all right, what we want to do is obviously retrieve this data. Okay, so we've set it and saved it onto the computer. Now what we can do on the start, just temporarily, is we can basically put something in just to check the data, so this is basically debugging to make sure that everything works. So let's say that we want to check bullets left. Okay, so in fact maybe not on start, actually, no, because obviously start will just give us whatever default values we have. Let's try battery number. I think that might work. So on update, we're going to say, just for debugging purposes, okay, we're going to say if input dot get key down key code dot I don't know, I'm going to say R for retrieve. Okay. So we basically want to retrieve that data. So what we're going to say, and in fact I'm just going to put in a public so that we can actually see this. It's going to be a float. Is it? Oh no, it's an integer, battery number. And I'll put batteries. Alright, that should be fine. So we're going to say batteries equals player prefs dot get, and it is an integer, so get int, and that is going to be a string, so that is going to be my battery number. And there we go. That's how you retrieve something from the player prefs. So it's player prefs dot get integer and whatever, but you have to associate that with something. Okay, normally we will actually be just doing, we'll be reversing whatever we've done here. So we'll be putting save script dot difficulty equals player prefs dot get float difficulty level. Okay, and that will obviously then just set the save script difficulty level back to whatever is saved there. Okay, that's easy. So battery number then, we're just wanting to see that this actually works, and we can preview this in the game itself. I have to make sure that I actually walk into one of these areas for this to work, I think. Do I? Oh no, I don't, because the save zone is below it, so it should work. But what I want to do first is go to my save script and actually give myself some batteries. So I'm going to give myself 3 batteries to begin with. Okay, I'm going to click on one of these save zone cubes. Okay, now we can see our batteries are there. It's currently set at 0. I want to go to my game screen. I'm just going to mute the audio for now and uncheck maximize on play so that we can check this. Okay, so I'm going to go to my play button. Wait for this to start up. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my inventory menu. I'm going to use a battery. Okay, now I do have to go into one of those save zones in order to save this, actually, so let me just I'm going to have to run past this guy. Go into here, I'm going to save that. Okay, so it's saved, and now what I want to do is retrieve it. So there we go, batteries are equal to 2. So now I want to go into my inventory. There we go, batteries are equal to 2. So what I want to do now is come out of the game. Okay, and I want to go back into the game again. So batteries are still 0, and they're going to show as 0. until I press R for retrieve. Okay, when I press R, they go back to 2. So that value has been saved even though I actually quit the game and went back into it. So those batteries are now being retrieved from the computer memory, if you like, or wherever that file is saved in the computer. Great, so we know that that's working. Alright, so let me set everything back. So my batteries should go back to 0. And let me just save that. In the save zone script, we were only testing this, so now we want to undo all of this. Okay, so what we want to do in the save script is, in fact, no, I'm going to leave the save script as it is. I'm going to create an entirely new script in the My Scripts folder. Create C#, and then we'll call this save load. Okay. And what I want to do here is use the update. Yep, I'm gonna, no, actually I might use the start. Okay, so what we want to do is check our values. So the first thing is difficulty, isn't it? So what we want to say is save script dot difficulty, okay, is equal to and it was player prefs difficulty level. Okay, so player prefs dot get float, and we have to put in the string, and that is difficulty level. Okay, and that will then basically set whatever values are on the save script to whatever is saved in the player prefs. So this is your task now. What I want you to do is to complete the rest of this in the void start on the save load script. So I want you to use all of these, okay, and assign them to all of these in the save script, whichever ones match. Okay, with the exception of knife, axe, bat and gun, because we need to reverse that. However, if you feel that you are confident enough to try that, to actually reverse engineer this, so to turn the integers back into a boolean, feel free to give that a go if you want to have a go at doing that. But for now, I just want you to do battery number, battery power, power battery rather, player's health and bullets left. Okay, and I want you to put those into this script.